Today on the Justice Court, the plaintiff, Sheun Eludoyin, is asking the court to compel Samuel, her husband, to pay for the upkeep of their daughter.
All rise. Court in session. Honorable Judge Fumi Asaolu presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, this case is between Sheun and Samuel. Parties one vote.
Sheun Eludoyin, you are the one that brought Oloyede Samuel to court.
Yes.
I believe he's your husband.
He used to be my husband.
He used to be your husband. When did you meet and when did you get married?
We met 2008. I got married 2016.
Okay. And how did you meet each other?
At a working place.
So you got married
2016.
2016. So why are you in the court now? Why have you brought him to court? What happened?
He said he's no more interested in the marriage, that I used just to marry him, and now his eyes are cleared. So he doesn't want the marriage again.
What kind of marriage did you conduct?
Both
Traditional, registry, everything?
Yes.
Registry wedding?
Yes.
And you did traditional weddings?
Yes.
Too? Are there children of the marriage?
One.
One. How old?
She's now 3 years.
3 years old. Okay. But you still want to stay married to him?
No.
Why?
A lot has happened in the marriage, and
Like what?
Like violence, domestic violence, a lot. I can't just. I'm tired of the marriage. I can't continue.
Mr. Oloyede, so what happened? Because you know why? You've known each other. When did you say? 2008. And you got married 8 years after. So that means you've been friends for about 8 years. So if you got married 8 years after and just 4 years on, you are thinking of packing up the marriage. I'm really curious. I want to know what happened.
What happened is that after the marriage, she started some behaviors. So both family have already sit to make everything to work out. We have gone to so many places, police station, women rights, and some other places, even our pastor.
In the past 4 years?
During the marriage. So.
How long did you live together as husband and wife?
She has been staying with me.
You are still living together?
No, I left last month, 24th of last month.
What happened that day? What made you leave?
Like I said earlier, I left basically because of the violence. I have reported him to the police station 3 times. And that was even not the only time he has been beating me. So when I think I can't take it longer, I've been having scars on my body, full of blood and all those stuff. So I think the next thing is to just back out before being killed.
Can I hear your own side?
After so many advices with our pastor, the police station, and the human rights, so we settled the matter. So she just decided to pack her belongings and leave.
Okay, now, you said you've been to police station.
Yes.
Who went to report at the police station? How many times have you been to the police station together?
I've been to police station 2 times.
2 times? When?
3 times.
3 times?
Yes.
You've been there 3 times. And the 3 times, who went to the police station to report?
She's the one.
On what?
On violence.
Domestic violence?
Yes.
You were beating her all this time?
We are having we are fighting.
I can't hear you.
We are
I need to hear that.
Okay.
You were
We are fighting.
you were fighting.
Yes.
Physical or verbal?
Verbal and physical.
If you have issue, anger management issue is a big thing. I always tell people, if you do it now, you do it again and again and again and again. And it's going to affect you. It will affect you. God forbid it might affect your children. If you have boys, they grow up believing that's the way to live. And it's a proper approach. Do you understand? So that's why I said, I really, really want to listen to what happened between the two of you. After the first incident, when you knew, according to you, had a fight, then she had some injury on her body. She ran to the police station. The policemen, they settled the matter, right?
Yes.
That day. Did you apologize to her? Did he?
He did.
He did. Now, you repeated it again.
It happened, yes.
It's happened because you made it to happen. Because you cannot control your temper. Do you understand me? You see, you are not fighting a man. I'm using your word. Because left to me, you beat her up. That's what you did. If you want to pick up a fight, you can pick up a fight with somebody like this. Do you understand? He will beat you up. So if you say you are fighting her, you are just beating her. Men are stronger than women physically. That's your build. And now we're talking about your wife. I won't even support you beating any woman, raising your hand on any woman at all. It belittles a man. So keep on. I'm listening to you.
So,
Even though I want to know what makes you to raise up your hand on her. What does she do that makes things get to that stage?
sometimes,
Speak out.
sometimes when I sleep off, she will use my finger to open my phone. I started asking so many questions. Who is this? Who is that? So sometimes it may be she asks of something and she will want to collect that thing. Immediately she asks of it. So that is what normally causes the fight.
Okay. So is that true?
So the first time is, we nearly got married then. So we have just a sliding misunderstanding in the house. Then he stopped dropping money at home. And I wasn't working then.
I knew he was making money.
Yes.
He was making money then.
Yes.
Okay.
So I wasn't working then. He stopped dropping money. So I'll go to his family house to go and eat. I'll come back at night. Well, like he has done that thing for like 3 days. The fourth day, that was on Saturday. So I told his mom that your son has stopped dropping money at home. He has not been giving me money for food. And his mom said I should ask for the money tomorrow. So that day was on Sunday. We're supposed to go to church that day. So we get dressed for church. I wasn't prepared for church because I'm pregnant and I cannot go to church without eating. So I told him that, you're not going to drop money for me to eat before you go to church. It was like, so me, I'm not going to go to church. I said, I cannot go to church without eating. Moreover, I'm pregnant. So then it was like, you should just see me not going to church today to see what will happen to me. So that's just what caused the fight that first day.
Is that true?
That day, I've already ready to go to church. So she now said, I'm not going nowhere.
She said she was not going again.
She said, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, you two will not go to church.
Yes.
That you won't step out of the house.
Yes.
She won't allow you to
Yes.
go. Okay.
That is what happened.
Well, she said she was not going to church, but she now said you two cannot go to
Yes.
church. Okay.
So she now blocked the road. So I'm just trying to open the door, she just pushed me and dragged my clothes. That is how the fight started that day.
Is that true?
How will I say
We are all women.
Okay, I say I'm not going to church, then I say you are not going to church. How is that possible?
You know what? Let me tell you, because even your mouth, I'm looking at your face. Let me tell you, Let me tell you what empowered you, because I can see through what is happening. You are empowered by his mom, because she already told you a day before, ask him for the money. But if you are not going to church, you already told me now that because he didn't give you money
Yes.
to feed, that's the genesis. And the next thing is, if you don't drop the money, you are not stepping out of the house. It's a regular pattern among women. You know.
Yes.
So that is it. Did you drop money
that day.
for upkeep in the house?
Yes.
Well, she said for like 3 consecutive days she was going to your mom.
That was a lie.
That's a lie. Well, because you see, even in between this, I tend to believe her on that, because I know she ordinarily is just that statement from your mom that empowered her. But only that she didn't, she didn't use her wisdom on how to apply it. She's been going there every day. And that's just to make statement to your mom that your son is not taking care of me. It's a deliberate act. At that point, her mindset is, even if she can feed herself, she'll go to your mom, because your mom needs to know what is going on in the matrimonial home. Am I right?
You're right.
Now, on that Sunday morning, I tend to believe that truly there is no money, and she demanded for that money. Is that right?
Yes.
And you refused to give her the money.
Yes.
And that's what led to the quarrel. It's as simple as ABC. I can see through all this. Now the bottom line is, between the two of you, when you first got married, is it a pattern for him to be dropping money for you regularly?
The thing is, when we got married, even up to when I left his house, he said he cannot be buying food stuff at home. So we don't used to have food stuff at home.
So it's a regular pattern. It's not as if it changed overnight. That's the way it's been from the onset.
Yes.
And when that happened, what did you do? When you realized that?
When everything was going on.
You were complaining to him.
Yes. Then I complained to his family. His family called him, and he insisted on that point that he's not going to be buying food stuff. So far, he will be dropping money. And then he was dropping 300 naira for me every day then.
How long ago was that?
That was from when we got married, 2000. Even when we first got married, he was dropping 150. He would drop 150 naira. That I should come to his shop to come and eat. Then later I complained that I'm pregnant. I cannot be eating one food every day. Then he changed it. Then the family talked to him and all those stuff. Then he changed it to 300 naira every day.
Is that correct, Mr. Samuel? What's your own position?
I normally drop 500 now for her every day. I'm a food seller.
Oh, you sell food?
Yes. So sometimes she used to come to my shop to eat. But I give her 500 naira every day.
Whether she eats at your shop,
yes,
or she does not eat at your shop.
That is never one. Give her
when he first started dropping money, he started from 150.
Okay.
From 150 to 300.
Then 300.
So when my baby now is around 8 months, he said he's not more comfortable buying the baby food. That will be dropping 500 now for the baby, and we'll be dropping 500 now for me. So it now makes it 1,000. So from that 1,000, I used to gather the money together to buy the baby food in the house. So that's what brought the 500 naira down, that is built down for me.
Is that it? That's what happened, right?
No.
So what happened?
Before she gave birth.
Before she gave birth?
Yes. I give her 500 naira every day.
Okay.
So after she gave birth, I'm giving her 1,000 naira.
Every day?
Every blessed day.
The major reason of the problem now is that, number one, after dropping that money, he's not ready to assist in any ways again in the house. Even when I was like, I told you then that I was not working then. They want to get to a stage. I called him. That's okay. How do you want to assist me in life? Say you should not deceive me. I say you should not deceive me. He said he doesn't have any help to render for me. That my mates are working in the factory. I should go to factory and work to organize money to set myself up. So later, I was like, the way I was sitting at home, I don't really like it. I went to learn fashion designer. Even when I wanted to buy machine, one of his friends wanted to sell machine for 15,000 naira. Then I told him I have 10,000 at hand. He showed me to add 5,000 out to it. He said he doesn't have it. And I was unable to buy that machine then. So aside from that 1,000 that is dropping, even when the baby is sick, those are one of the things that lead to violence. If that baby is sick, I wanted to take baby to the hospital, you tell me you don't have money. If I want to take baby for immunization, like maybe in the next 2 weeks, baby is going for immunization, I will have to be telling him from that 2 weeks. And if I'm going, he will give me just 500 naira when I'm going. So the last time he beat me, that was, no, not even the last time. The last time we went to police station for violence, I was injured in my neck. Like this, even up to now, the neck is still paining me. Just because I want to take baby for immunization and he said he doesn't have money to give me. So those are the major reasons of the problem in the house.
What do you have to say to all this?
What she was saying is total lie.
So what's the truth for your own position?
According to what is about the money for the baby. Normally, let me come from when she wants to go and learn work.
When she wanted?
She wants to go and learn work.
Okay.
So when she wants to go and learn fashion designer, she first go to one.
You have to stand straight.
She first go to one place. So we paid almost 15,000 naira.
How many of us?
Me.
Good.
I pay 15,000 naira. So she fights with the person that owned that place. So she left there and go to another place. So that's why I can't pay a damn for anything.
So the first place that you paid the money?
Yes.
You have the person's contact?
No.
Where is the place?
It's at Olonshogo.
Olonshogo. She doesn't know the place?
She knows the place. She's the one that...
You know the place too?
I know the place. He himself doesn't know the place. He himself doesn't know the place.
So he gave you money?
I said he himself doesn't know where I'm going to learn work for the first time.
I give her
But
the
did he
money.
give you... Now, he might not know the place. The question
He didn't give me 1 naira.
He didn't give you the money.
Even that time that my boss was complaining that then my baby is just a year and 1 month. So my boss was complaining that I should stop bringing the baby to the shop for distraction. Then I called him that I want to put this girl in school. He said he doesn't have money. His family were the one that settled the matter. Then I told his family that you don't know how I went to learn this work. And this is the only way you can use to assist me. And yet you say you don't have any money. Before his family made sure compulsory him to pay for the baby school fees.
But if truly what she's saying is right, you don't have to be an irresponsible father. Even if you have issues with your wife. Do you understand me? You brought the innocent child into the world, the two of you. And it's not like you courted her, you married her. Of course, after marriage, the next thing you expect is to have children. And you have a child at least between you now. So I don't know why raising that child should be a big deal to you. Do you understand me? Why? Is it not your child? A girl or a boy?
A girl.
A girl. Is she not your child?
He said
She's
because
your
baby
daughter.
is a girl, that he doesn't want a girl. That's what he told me now. Even when the first day that I delivered, when he came to see me at the hospital, the next thing was, so you later deliver a girl? He opened up to me that is why he's treating the girl that way, because the baby is a girl.
The love affairs that existed during the 8 years of courtship have disappeared within 4 years of marriage due to domestic violence, which family and police intervention could not resolve. The plaintiff alleged that her husband does not want to be responsible for their child because she is a girl. The defendant, Samuel, said that is a lie.
Now you are living apart. Right now.
Yes.
Even though, whether you live together, whether you are married or you are not married, there is a law in Lagos State that says once you impregnate a woman, then you'll be responsible towards the welfare of the child. And in your own case, you are even married. There are only two major issues on ground that the two of you can easily address. Anger management, and the second one is on the issue. That's where all she's saying is about your being responsible towards your daughter financially. You make money, don't you? You are relatively comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
So why don't you want to spend money on your child? I'm curious. Tell me, is it truly because she's a girl?
No.
So why?
She's the one that normally cause what is happening.
So when she asks for...
She's the kind of person that she wants something with fight. If you want to collect something, he will ask something now and she will want to collect that thing now, with command, with force.
You see where we're coming from? Has he ever told you this before? About your approach? So what does he normally do for your daughter that he has stopped?
Usually it's money for food. That's
How much?
500.
Every day?
Yes.
You can still be giving her that. Right? That's your daughter. You can't be fighting your wife and be fighting your daughter at the same time. Your daughter is innocent of all this. So why do you want to make her suffer? Have you looked at it from that angle?
No.
You have to be continue giving her that 500. Because you said it's the 500 you used to give her before. And the same 500. So how do you want him to be getting the money across to you now that you are no longer living in the house? You have a bank account.
That's what I'm saying, that if the court can give us an account.
The court does not have an account, but he can pay to the court. But I'm looking at dropping 500 naira in court for you on daily basis. How your transportation to pick the 500 naira on daily basis?
I'll be coming monthly to collect it.
Pardon?
I'll be coming monthly to collect it.
You'll be picking it on monthly basis?
Yes.
All right then. Is that okay by you? Right.
Judge Fumi encourages the separated couple to see professionals on marriage and anger management. After the break, she wraps this matter.
My ruling on this matter is for the two of you to go and see the marriage counselor that will be recommended by the court, and the anger management therapy classes is being recommended for Samuel Oloyede. And from today onward, Samuel Oloyede will be paying 500 naira on daily basis for upkeep of the child of the marriage.
All rise.
Have you been cheated or have a dispute and want justice? Don't take laws into your hands. Log on to www.thejusticecourt.com and submit your case.